hello there. It's lovely to see you again today. Thank you for coming back to decorate, sing, and share another story together. And Sasha and I have been wondering what might be in our Advent calendar for today, December 17th. You want to see, Sasha? Here, let's look. Good girl. All right. Oh, it's a beautiful bluebird. I love how the colors look and how it sparkles a little. But probably what I love best about it is that bluebirds are actually a symbol of happiness and contentment. And I think those are things that most people want to feel in life. And that's something that I really like about the stories we've been reading. They all have characters who've done something nice for someone else to spread kindness or cheer, and they've ended up feeling better and happier themselves, too. Well, shall we give this bluebird a home on our tree? How about... here? Well, this bird makes me think about a special tradition that people in Norway and some other parts of Scandinavia have. They leave sheaves of wheat out for the birds so that they can have a special Christmas meal too. And because of this, the bird song is said to be especially loud and beautiful on Christmas Day. And that reminds me of a story I know. Why don't we read it together today? Well, another special Christmas tradition in Norway is making julekurver, which are woven paper baskets in the shape of hearts that people put on their Christmas tree as decoration. And you can even fill them with nuts or candies. I think they look very pretty. Have you ever made something like that? Well, some families in Norway also light a candle every night between Christmas Eve and New Year's Day. And that reminds me of what we learned a few days ago about Hanukkah. That was on December 10th. And tonight is actually the 8th night of Hanukkah. That's the night the last candle is lit. Candles are nice any time of the year, but they seem to be especially important during the winter holidays when the days are shorter and the nights are longer. Well, in Norway, wishing someone a Merry Christmas is very similar to how we did it in Sweden. It's spelled the same, but it's pronounced a little differently. In Norwegian, you say, God jul. God jul. Jul. God jul. God jul. Very nice. Well, the last 2 days, we've been practicing a really fun song all about jingling bells on a sleigh ride. And I wondered if you brought your bells and were ready to continue our sleigh ride today. Today we're going to sing the whole song that we've been learning. And we're going to sing first the verse, the dashing through the snow part, and then the chorus. And as a reminder, the lyrics are, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way, bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells. Well, why don't we try singing that 2 times together? And feel free to jingle along. Are you ready? Dum-bum. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way, ha ha ha, bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Another time. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way, ha ha ha, bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, thank you. That was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Well, tomorrow we will be reviewing this song and one of the others we've already learned. So feel free to bring back your jingle bells. And thank you for singing with me. But right now, it's time for our story of the day. And this one comes to us from the Children's Book of Christmas Stories, and it's called The Bird's Christmas by F.E. Munn. And the interesting thing about this story is that it is based on the actual behavior of real birds in the Northampton, Massachusetts area. Chickadee-dee-dee-dee, chickadee-dee-dee-dee, chicka, chirrup, chirrup, chee-chee, chirrup, chirrup, chee-chee, teddly, teddly, teddly. Rap-a-tap-a-tap-a-tap, went the woodpecker. Mrs. Chickadee may speak first. Friends, began Mrs. Chickadee, why do you suppose I called you together? Because it's the day before Christmas, twittered Snow Bunting. And you're going to give a Christmas party, chirped the robin. And you want us all to come, said Downy Woodpecker. Hurrah! 3 cheers for Mrs. Chickadee. Hush, said Mrs. Chickadee, and I'll tell you all about it. Tomorrow is Christmas Day, but I don't want to give a party. Chee, 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 cried Robin Redbreast. Chee, chee, chee. Just listen to my little plan, said Mrs. Chickadee, for indeed I want you all to help. How many remember Thistle Goldfinch, the happy little fellow who floated over the meadows through the summer and fall? Chirrup, chee, chee, chirrup, chee, chee, I do, sang the robin. How he loved to sway on thistletops. Yes, said Downy Woodpecker, and didn't he sing all about blue skies and sunshine and happy days with his sweet-a-tweet-a-tweet-a-tweet-a-twitter-twitter-twitter-twitter-twee? Teddly, teddly, said Snow Bunting. We've all heard of Thistle Goldfinch, but what can he have to do with your Christmas party? He's flown away down south now and wouldn't care if you gave a dozen parties. Oh, but he isn't. He's right here in these very woods. Why, you don't mean... Indeed, I do mean it, every single word. Yesterday, I was flitting about among the trees, pecking at a dead branch here and a bit of moss there, and before I knew it, I found myself away over at the other side of the woods. Chickadee-dee, I sang as I turned my bill toward home. Just then I heard the saddest little voice pipe out, Dearie me, dearie me. And there, on the sunny side of a branch, perched a lonesome bit of yellowish down. I went up to see what it was, and found dear little Thistle Goldfinch. He was very glad to see me, and soon told his short story. Through the summer, Papa and Mama Goldfinch and all the brothers and sisters just had a fine time singing together, fluttering over thistletops, or floating through the balmy air. But when little Jack Frost walked through the trees, Papa Goldfinch said, it is high time we went south. All were ready but Thistle. He wanted to stay through the winter, and begged so hard that Papa Goldfinch soberly said, Try it, my son, but do find a warm place to stay in the night. Then off they flew, and Thistle was alone. For a while he was happy. The sun shone warm through the middle of the day, and there were fields and meadows full of seeds. You all remember how sweetly he sang for us then. But by and by the cold north wind came whistling through the trees, and chilly Thistle woke up one gray morning to find the air full of whirling snowflakes. He didn't mind the light snows. Goldenrod and some high grasses were too tall to be easily covered, and he got seeds from them. But now that the heavy snows have come, the poor little fellow is almost starved, and if he doesn't have a warm place to sleep in these cold nights, he'll surely die. Mrs. Chickadee paused a minute. The birds were so still, one could hear the pine trees whisper. Then she went on. I comforted the poor little fellow as best I could, and showed him where to find a few seeds, Well, then I flew home, for it was bedtime. I tucked my head under my wing to keep it warm, and thought and thought and thought. And here's my plan. We chickadees have a nice warm home here in the spruce trees, with their thick, heavy boughs to shut out the cold and snow. There is plenty of room, so Thistle could sleep here all winter. We would let him perch on a branch, when we chickadees would nestle all around him until he was as warm as in the lovely summertime. These cones are so full of seeds that we could spare him a good many, and I think that you robins might let him come over to your pines some day and share your seeds. Downy Woodpecker must keep his eyes open as he hammers the trees, and if he spies a supply of seeds, he will let us know at once. Snow Bunting is only a visitor, so I don't expect him to help, but I wanted him to hear my plan with the rest of you. Now you will try, won't you, everyone? Cheer up, terralee. Indeed we'll try. Let's begin right away. Don't wait until tomorrow. Who'll go and find Thistle? I will, chirped Robin Rustybreast, and off he flew to the place which Mrs. Chickadee had told of, at the other side of the wood. There, sure enough, he found Thistle Goldfinch sighing, dearie me, the winter is so cold, and I'm here all alone." "Cheer up, Gee-Gee," piped the robin. Cheer up, I'm here, and I mean to stay. What if the winter is drear? Cheer up anyway." "But the snow is so deep," said Thistle, and the robin replied, "Soon the snows will be over and gone, run and rippled away. What's the use of looking forlorn? Cheer up, I say." Then he told Thistle all their plans, and wasn't Thistle surprised? Why, he just couldn't believe a word of it till they reached Mrs. Chickadee, and she said it was all true. They fed him and warmed him and settled themselves for a good night's rest. Christmas morning they were chirping gaily, and Thistle was trying to remember the happy song he sang in the summertime, when there came a whir of wings as Snow Bunting flew down. "Teddalee, teddalee, teddalee," said he. "Can you fly a little way?" "Oh, yes," replied Thistle. "I think I could fly a long way." "Come on, then," said Snow Bunting. "Everyone who wants a Christmas dinner, follow me." That was every word he would say, so what could they do but follow? Soon they came to the edge of the wood, and then to a farmhouse. Snow Bunting flew straight up to the piazza, and there stood a dear little girl in a warm hood and cloak, with a pail of birdseed on her arm and a dish of breadcrumbs in her hand. As they flew down, she said, "And here are some more birdies who have come for Christmas dinner. Of course you shall have some, you dear little things." And she laughed merrily to see them dive for the crumbs. After they had finished eating, Elsie, that was the little girl's name, said, "Now, little birds, it is going to be a cold winter. You would better come here every day to get your dinner. I'll always be glad to see you." "Cheer up, Chee-Chee, cheer up, Chee-Chee, thank you, cried the robins. "Tiddle-lee, tiddle-lee, tiddle-lee." Thank you, twittered Snow Bunting. "Chickadee-dee-dee, chickadee-dee-dee, chickadee-dee-dee, how kind you are," sang the chickadees. And Thistle Goldfinch? Yes, he remembered his sweet summer song, for he sang as they flew away, "Sweet, sweet, 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 twitter, 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 twee, twee." Well, I hope you enjoyed hearing about the birds and how they took care of each other, and then how they were even given special food for Christmas Day and for the cold, cold winter to come. That was awfully nice of everyone, wasn't it? Well, why don't we end our time together today with another Christmas carol? And this one is a Polish carol called Infant Holy. If you know it, why don't you sing with me? Infant holy, infant lowly, for his bed a cattle stall, oxen lowing, little knowing, Christ the babe is born of all. Swift are winging, angels singing, Noel's ringing, tidings bringing, Christ the baby's Lord of all. Christ the baby's Lord of all. Well, thank you again for coming back to see me today. I hope that you're doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.